I've been thinking about two things. One of them is that every time I do a schedule, I usually just end up changing it slightly. And it's a lot of work. And then I have this botchy chance thing on the schedule that doesn't work, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to put a list of the games I'm currently playing and just put the days I'm streaming on so I can do whatever I want. The second point is, on that, today I'm not going to be doing Xenosaga. Because I have so many things going on right now, including Endwalker, which launched yesterday, and I would like to carry on with it. So I want to do a bit of a shorter stream, but also because I haven't played Animal Crossing in a few days, so I need to do probably a slightly longer one of those today. And Haunted PS1 released Madvent Calendar 2021, and we are now on the 4th of December, which means there's going to be 4 little games in that. So today will be Animal Crossing, Madvent Calendar, and then a hasty yeet so I can go buy some Beppis from the shop and play some more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker shit. Cool. There's also the Conan server that some of us are playing, which I need to get started on. I made a character just before this stream, but that's another thing for another time. Right, let's get my Switch turned on. It's so far away. But I hope you're all doing well. I had a Christmas party for the work the other day. The day before yesterday, so I was a little bit hungover yesterday. A little bit. Conan remains goober and fun. That's right, Savvy, you're playing Conan, aren't you? I just made a character. Her name is Botchy Conan, and she's standing in a desert. Right. Game. It's me! Hello! I should get a Santa hat and put it on my character. I can do that, you know. Wait a minute. Can I... Huh. Wait a minute. Avatar selection. I can't do that in this program. But the way I... that's right. So you remember when I did the Cthulhu thing and I was turning into different animals? So that uses a thing called the Seed. That program, which is an online repository, and I actually have put my models on the Seed, and there I can just pin stuff to myself, but it's a different app that I use now. Did I Secret Santa or dinner and drinks? No, it was some of us organised dinner beforehand, so we went out to this place called... Why isn't this on? Sorry, hang on a minute. My Switch just refuses to be on right now. We went out to this place called the Magic Wingdom. Shit. Hey Google, lights on. Hang on a minute. I think something's happened here. I think my Switch might be plugged into... I think my Switch might be plugged into the thing that does my lights, and it has no power. So that's gonna be a bit of a problem. But, alright. I'll start with Madvent Calendar, and see if this charges up a little bit. Interesting issue. Oh god. I hate when it does this. Right, okay, never mind. Let's do Madvent Calendar first. So what was I saying? We went to this place called the Magic Wingdom. So it's like it's chicken and they have some vegan stuff. It was good. Went there beforehand and then I did we went to this other place called House for drinks. It was way too small for the people that were there. They had a very tiny and lackluster drink selection. We were given 3 drink tokens. I ended up buying some drinks as well. Long gone are the days when we could just open a bar and that was fine. Your new Pixel headphones came in the post. Oh, like for the Google Pixel? That's cool. But yeah, I mean, it was okay. Some people got too drunk. That ain't enough free drinks. It's not. And it's just, honestly, like... Back when I worked at Activision, that company sucks, right? But... it was like a bar every week. With a tab. Ubisoft? Here's 3 free drinks tokens, that's it. We had to fight for that Christmas party too. First world problems.
Gifty, I was in the middle of something.
I crave blood, I demand flesh. Violence is the cure.
That's it, you're going back in the sack.
Ha 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 ha.
Hey, wait!
It's better than Game. They once gave us enough money for everyone to afford a Happy Meal for Christmas. Oh my god. Yeah, it's you know, it's a first world problem. I'm grateful to have anything like that at all, but I also know that if I worked around the corner at like PG, I'd get like a giant Christmas hamper and a proper party and all this other shit, you know? It's like things have gone downhill a little bit. But anyway, that's fine. I'm grateful for what I have, of course. So but yeah, my Switch is out of power because for some reason it just has no power. This happens sometimes. Maybe I didn't set it in the dock correctly, but I'm gonna play the first 4 games on the 2021 Christmas Madvent calendar. The PS1 group have put together, which is wonderful, and I'm looking forward to it. And then hopefully Animal Crossing will be playable after this. If not, well, I guess it's a really short stream then, because I want to play Final Fantasy. The first year working this job, they apologized to you for not giving you a proper bonus because you started in July, and their apology was a £200 Amazon voucher. That's great. We had a question come up. We do like Q&As and stuff, and somebody was like, so is there going to be a Christmas bonus this year? And the answer is no, we don't do that. because of COVID last year, all of the bonus payments got pushed back several months. And so they happened around Christmas time, and it confused a bunch of new people. Yeah, it's a real state of affairs. Anyway. That's enough chat about the inner workings of our silly little company, so... So this is a new interface. Last year it was a Christmas tree. This time it looks like Faith is at the top. Yo, if the top spot ends up being Faith 3 reveal... Excuse me. No, this is HPS1. Okay, so... It's a Christmas mountain, yes. 1, 2, 3. We should have 4 games that we can play. So let's open day 1. Oh, it's like a little village. Reap! This game is called Reap. Yeah, basically for all of these they're using, if you don't know, if you haven't seen these before, a lot of them use the HPS1 kind of shader pipeline. This sort of dithering, you might get flashing lights and geometry and stuff. Just fair warning for every single one of these games. If you have photosensitive epilepsy or something like that, you're going to want to be careful. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Sometimes they're quite colourful, sometimes they're flashy, sometimes there could be anything in here. Rip Through the Fabric of Space and Time, a game by Pasta's Future, who I recognize the name from, I think, a previous one, and Neurobill. The way this game is done, you can play all 24 games now, but they expect people to play them on the days they're meant to be played. Right. Well... I see. I tend to, okay, this looks a lot like one I remember from before. It was done with 3D scanning. Yep, this is definitely been 3D scanned. What? What are my hands doing? Yeah, so I tend to play them just like up to the day that I've reached. Let me turn the sound down a little bit. And capture this. There we go. Yeah, so this looks like the 3D scanned one from last year. Is this bulls? Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. Ah, no! Oh, shit. Yeah, it's a similar game, too. It was like, you had to find the gateway, and you were always in trouble of being chased by something. And it was a little difficult. Because they went to 500% on the dithering. There's definitely a lot more, like, jump scare sounds going on. I spent far too long on it last year because I kept playing it, trying to get it to do the thing. Ripping curtains with JPEG Doom hands. Yes, that's the game. Oh, ripping curtains. You know what? Now that you said that, I forgot that I could interact with stuff. Genius. Okay, I've been accosted by a glitch. Ah, but now it resets you into the area that you're in, not the beginning of the game. That will be why I recognize the name. I think the glitch is coming for me from one of those portals or something. There it is. Nice. It's like a later version of the same game. It seems like, yeah, the levels are different, but it seems like the concept is the same and the game is a little bit more refined. So I guess they took the concept and they went, we want to make this but better. And they built some new levels and made some better checkpointing. I made it a little bit, right, believe it or not, they made it easier to see what's going on. It's like, I know I'm in a living room with a sofa. That wasn't really the case last time. All these little holes in the geometry come from the fact that they're like artifacting from 3D scanning stuff. We gotta wait. Ooh. Another living room. I really like the ball pit physics. It's really cool. I don't know why it sounds like Lego. Can't believe I got away with that. Okay. Yay! Google Maps stuff. It's like looking at the world if it was glassed by a nuke and everything melted a bit. Yeah, I love that look. I think it's really interesting that someone's taken that and turned it into an aesthetic. I suppose it was bound to happen, right? But yeah, it's because it's done by... Most of the time when they do it aerially, they take like 4 angles of flyovers, and then they just use AI to stitch it together. But conversely, there's other really powerful ways to do it, like real true photogrammetry you can do, but that requires a lot of manual touch-ups and takes forever, and you use like 12 different programs. You know? Light field scanning is something that Google's also done, which is really interesting, but it's not quite applicable on the same scale as, say, scanning an entire city. And what that is a giant ball, like one of these, but big, covered in cameras that point outwards, and it takes photos. It's basically reverse photogrammetry, like backwards photogrammetry, but it takes photographs of the entire room, and then you can stand in that room in a VR where the cameras are, and it looks like you're in the room because the light is reacting exactly in the correct way. There's actually a Google Light Field program you can get on Steam VR that you can try out if you have say, an Oculus Rift. I recommend it. It's cool. Just as a tech demo. But yeah, that's my spiel on that. Speaking of like nerdy 3D shit, Blender 3.0 is finally released and available, and my goodness, if that wasn't already like the next gen 3D graphics program, they've added so many cool new features to the animation stuff and to the asset library, and God, what else? Geometry nodes have been updated, and you know, they have blend shapes are now available in Asset Browser. It's just like really good quality of life changes that amount to a very, very nice piece of software that is really just putting hugely expensive, formerly industry standard, well, presently industry standard, but the former industry standard stuff to shame, and it's free. So that's exciting for me. Your chair and table but feeling the game. Yeah, Oculus has a couple of like really naff versions of that, experimental ones, right? Where it basically just puts like a fake one in, but it scans the location of your desk. Sorry, but Blender is free, so it can't be good. I'll keep using 3ds Max. Yeah, that whole quote. Yeah, no, Blender is free, and in my opinion, as a professional artist of many years, easily as powerful, if not far more powerful, than any of those softwares. Cinema 4D, 3ds Max, Modo. The heck, even the sculpting is getting better and better, and while it's not quite on par with something like ZBrush, there's nothing that you can do in ZBrush really that you can't do in Blender now with geometry nodes. So yeah. Substance Painter is another one, because if I had to pick some software, I would pick Blender for the 3D work and the animation. I would pick... If I knew ZBrush, I would probably pick ZBrush, because I know people that swear by it for sculpting, but I just use Blender sculpting. And then I would go with Substance or Quixel for doing the painting. While, again, you can do all that stuff in Blender, and people have made great add-ons for it. I just prefer to use the software that is built specifically for doing that, in that case. But Blender is an absolute godsend for... When we were young, it wasn't really possible to just legitimately get this software and learn how to do the 3D. Excuse me. You basically had to steal it, or join a university program that would provide you with a license. and then hope to teach yourself in a good way. But now, any kid in school can get something like Blender for free and become an amazing artist in the early years of their life, and make games like this one, full circle. And you get free engines like Unreal and Unity. What a time to be alive. I remember struggling with UV mapping on Pirate 3ds Max. I remember the first 3D software I ever used to make models, which was, I used to make models for The Sims, and I made them in a piece of software called Milkshape 3D. And I think the closest thing to that afterwards that was like a good piece of software was Maya, so that's what I learned in. And then I went to Blender and never looked back, and then 2.8 Blender came out and it was even better than like pre 2.8, and I was just like, nah, I'm not using this. I used 3ds Max at work for my previous projects because the engine that I was using is so old school that it doesn't work with anything else. I'm having a hard time on this one. But now I've found a way to just use Blender in work, so I'm using Blender in a professional AAA capacity now, which is wonderful for the studio, because they've been looking for people to advocate it and become knowledge holders. So yeah, I'm at that point where I'm actually now recording, well, like doing tutorials and stuff, so I enjoy. Anyway, I've been gushing about Blender because honestly this game is cool, but there's not much more to it than this, and I think I'm going to... I think you get it. Again, these aren't full games, this is an advent calendar. This is like our Christmas chocolate. But this is a little bit better quality than the, you know, shitty, low-key, Tesco's own milky chocolate that you get in those, budget advent calendars. Right. I'm gonna leave this one, let's go to the next page. You're making a 1-1 recreation of Ocarina of Time Link for a Dragon Ball Z Half-Life mod. Ah, I remember that Half-Life mod, and I remember that I had... No, wait, no, I was thinking of a different one. So there was a Dragon Ball Z mod for Quake 3 Arena. And it basically turned Quake 3 Arena into Budokai Tenkaichi. It was awesome. But, because of the way Quake's textures and stuff worked... Special Forces, yeah, I know about that. I remember that. I never played that one. I played the Quake one. Nights Fly by Modus Interactive. Ooh, another recognizable name. Soar gracefully through the peaceful landscape. Okay. So yeah, it was like, Quake 3 has like a very specific texture memory budget, and if you, so it was even at the point where if you had Quake 3 Arena and Quake 3 Team Arena, the expansion, you could no longer get any add-ons because the texture budget would overrun and it would break all the textures. So this Dragon Ball mod we had, and everything was just white box because I had Team Arena using up all the texture budget. It's dumb. Let's do it. We replaced Trunks with young Link and transformed into adult Link. Controller recommended. That's what I like to hear. You guys like Debussy? Me too. Claire de Lune. There we go. Gary Busey. Oh, it's Superman 64, but you're a knight! And it's better because it has a frame rate. This is very surreal. But the music broke. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Yeah, Let me quit and restart. I always forget it opens them in a separate window, but it's so seamless, props to the team, that I don't actually notice that it's loading a separate window. There you go. You'll enjoy this one. This is Knight's Flight. Yep, you are a knight. And you fly. I guess it's like knights. But with knights. But, like, less on a rail. Okay, pressing R1 turns the music off. Oh, no, it becomes the beginning of Clair de Lune. Guys, it's the haunted PS1 logo. Yeah, it's like PS1 4K emulator scaling. This is good. I enjoy Knight's Flight. So that song that was playing at the first was not Clair de Lune. I can't remember what that was. But it was definitely a Debussy track. The girl with the flaxen hair, maybe? I love the Onion Knight doing the Sunbro pose as a statue. That's a real nice little nod to another game that features knights that's also very good. Is this like a current? Does this take me up? It does! Alright, we gotta get in there again. I feel really relaxed. He's so heavily armored. A knight so heavily armored should not be able to fly so gracefully. Yet here we are. Like a metal swan. Gliding through air currents. It's a big skeleton, but he has a knight's helmet for a skull. Oh, no! Don't do that! Ragdoll physics. It's like a dream of Dark Souls. Someone finds Steiner out of her cannon. Oh, wait a minute. I appear to be just falling. This is Eric Satie. Nocians. Right, hold on. There's something I've got to do now. Thanks. My shishing didn't go off. It didn't. Why did that not happen? Chashin? That's the Japanese word for photograph. Or photography. Which is fun to me because it sounds like a camera flash going off, so it kind of makes sense. Shashin. Bachi. I need to fix Bachi's Shashin. That's attached to trigger fire, so that should work. But it didn't. Because trigger fire... Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Right now, there's more important things to do. Like this. Right, I think the game has, like... I think there's been a physics problem from relaunching it, where it's forgotten about momentum at some point. And now it just dives me into the ground. I'm gonna have to reset this because I want to have another good shot at it. Let's get a photo next time we smash into the floor in Ragdoll. Wonderful. This is also Sati. It's like, well, you know that film, The Snowman? The cartoon? Or the animation, I should say. It's exactly like that. Holy shit. If you can get a culinarian from 82 to 83 in 10 minutes, is that with leaves? I could probably get one of mine up to 70 at last. Oh, that's a downdraft. I must have carried off the momentum from the downdraft that sucks you towards Skeleton Man. Just appreciate MIDI soundtrack. Wish I could climb a little higher. Let's go. This is incredible. Really, that somebody would make this. Capped out on the new scripts. Maze balls. Uh-oh. We've hit the skybox. These mushrooms look like a reference to another game from HPS1. Perhaps. I still have my ticker set to Animal Crossing. There we go. Animal Crossing got weird. Come on, Knight, you could do it. Oh. There's your picture. There we go. Got a nice close-up. Fly one. Okay, so you get a time, and it's like get as many of the rings as you can. Okay, one more run. One more run. And then we move forward. La, 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 la. Skip that. Praise the sun. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. I think this is gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work. That's how they used to say it in Megalomania on the Genesis. You ask to ally with a neighboring faction, and if they don't like you, they'll be like, I don't think it's gonna work. We're running out of elephants. Whee! What a Christmassy game. It's a me, neighboring faction. Hey, you burn my crops. I steal your wood. Mario is all of the neighboring factions. Mario, our people can't handle another war. They'll starve. But Luigi, we have to slay the infidels. That's a soundbite. But Mario, can't we all just get along? No, Luigi. A Mushroom Kingdom is a great nation founded on thousands of years of spilled toad blood. Oh, the name of Peach Axe, that's right. Why else do we have to gather coins and stars? Is a man entitled to the sweat of his own brow? No, say the people of the Mushroom Kingdom. It belongs to Princess Peach. Koopa shrugged. You know what? We're nearly there. We only have a few more rings to collect. 3. I almost tanked into the mountain. I was like, this'll be a good one. This big mountain. But then I realized we were so close to victory. Bowser has all the money. Bowser has a solid gold train that runs on solid gold train tracks, which is full of solid gold coins. And the only reason it exists is because it can. It's not doing anything. It's just there. That is the height of opulence. Of frivolousness. Can I go up the volcano chute? Knight, you can make it. I really like the snow physics. This game actually plays really well. It's very simple, but I haven't had to fight it, really. I haven't felt like I'm having a fight with the controls, and that's good. Guys, we did it. What a beautiful moment. I think, you know, there's only one thing left to do. Hold A to ascend. What the f... There's a meteor knight going to collide with the ground? Is that why we have a timer? Do we have enough power to stop him now? Or should we just watch the end happen? Safe in the arms of the clouds. Oh. That would have been a really good way to end my stream. But we've got a couple more games to play yet, so that was Knight's Flight. That was awesome, I enjoyed that. It was beautiful. I feel like I've experienced something new. The Arrogance of Man by Vladimir Lore, who's another name I recognize. A vehicle shuts down due to sheer cold. The flesh follows. That was cool and very silly. Yeah, I like the silly games in between the esoteric, creepy game and the freezing to death game. You want Mario Brothers Goes to Rapture game. A Bioshock mod. A man chooses, a slave obeys, Mario! Move. Interact. We've got a flare gun. Our car's shut down, we're in a blizzard. Bad times. We've got goggles on. Aim, right click, shoot, left click. Firing flares will give you a few extra seconds of life. Standing by them will not. The more flare shot, the better. Okay. Well, our car's fucked, so all we can do is find shelter. Interesting system. You have to constantly fire flares just to survive. And now I have no flares left. Sorry, screen again. So, you pick up some flares and you start walking down this road. And the game tells you, you gotta fire flares to survive. Standing by the flares doesn't help you. Firing them does. The snow is encroaching on our glasses. Goggles. Feels like winters have been getting colder every year. They said it's cause the polar vortex is becoming less stable. I remember when I first heard about the polar vortex. All those news stories of homeless people dying of exposure in the night. Never thought that'd be me. It's a good thing someone left 4,000 flares on the road. Fuck. This cold is unreal. The wind is piercing right to my bones. I shouldn't have tried driving in this weather. I could have just stayed. Wherever I was. Where was I? Well, some flares. About as fast as I can go. And now I'm out of flares. Damn it, it's empty. Got a flare. Am I going the right way? I could have sworn I was closer. Did I pass it already? Maybe I should turn back. It's so slow sometimes. I think it's... I don't know if it's like stamina, or if it's the weather that slows us down every now and then. A lot of flares again. I feel heavy. Maybe I should take a little break. I think we died. The arrogance of man. For brevity's sake, I'm going to move on. But that seems like a cool narrative game. If you can survive longer. Maybe yeah. By the way, all of this is free. This is available on itch.io. You can go find it, search for Madvent 2021. It's all there. Banana Bam by Marcus Horn. The Ectro. Plant monsters and mindless violence. You are a banana on a top secret mission to eliminate evil plant monsters. So we had Creepy Game, then we had Nightfly, then we had Freeze to Death Game, and now we have You Are a Banana and You Shoot Plants. I don't know what the buttons are. Oh, okay. This is a bot. Spraying! Yeah, alright. This is like the polar opposite game. HPS1 cabinet, nice. This was my favourite area in Persona 5. Hey, it's Scully. That's his name. Can't wait to see what Shadow Banana looks like. Rank C. Alright. Well, that was Banana Bam. You walk around as a banana and you shoot stuff and you have to find the enemies. That's really cool. It looks like that's the 4 games. How do I back out here? There we go. That's the first 4. Next time I do a stream, well, I'm not finished yet, I've got to check Animal Crossing, but next time we do a stream, we'll try and play up to where we get. I don't know when that'll be. I've got so many things on right now, but I'm going to try and switch to Animal Crossing. Let's just see if that's working. Come on, Switch. Come on. My Switch won't turn on. Wait, there's a, what is the hard reset thing? It's like, I think you have to hold the power button down for like 12 seconds. Let me just do that right quick. I had to do that before. There it is. Right, we got it. We're in, boys. Alright. In that case, this has been Haunted PS1 for now. Let's switch to Animal Crossing.